Step away from the bakery, step away from the bakery. This is the first time we've really messed up on rental cars. Hi again, Washington. Didn't think I'd see you again this trip. Wow. So we've just stopped at another Overlook. This is called Raven's Roost Overlook.
Oh my god. We have never had a hotel room like this before.
Welcome to a new USA video. We are heading to the Blue Ridge Parkway today, checking out this micro room. Hopefully it's the smallest room that we have on this trip.
I was just looking on the website earlier because when I booked it I thought there were a lot of like flash bars and things, and according to the Hilton website it actually has a rooftop bar.
And it doesn't say anything about it being a micro room on there.
No, it doesn't. And it's not got a hotel bar, a roof bar either.
It's been found out the bed's just been a little bit small, but the room itself I actually really like, apart from the very noisy road outside, which is actually noisier than New York, which is why they put a noise machine and some earplugs on the side of the bed. Before we set off, we're going to go down to the hotel lobby and get some coffee and a bagel. Right, coffee and bagel had. Time to get our lift to the airport to pick up our car.
Our free lift.
Which we will have until we get down to Orlando.
Yep. So if you want to get a free lift, then if you go install the Lyft app and link it to a Hilton Honors account, which you can create for free, it actually gives you a $15 credit. So I've already used mine. Lee's created an account last night and linked it, so we're going to order the lift on his phone. And then we're going to head to the airport, and then stay tuned in this video because we're going to tell you how we actually got tonight's accommodation totally free. And for those that can't do that, we've got some hacks on how to get it discounted.
Let's go. Goodbye, micro room. You've been nice, but small. Just ordering our Lyft ride. Attempt number 2 to get in the car. Bit of fun there. So we went to our road to pick up a car, and they said just take any car from row number 2. We were with Thrifty again, so we saw a nice Kia that we liked.
Big one and all.
Quite a biggish Kia, like a goldy, greeny, mustardy colour, which you may have seen when I got into the car. Drove it out, loads of cars there, we're in a queue. She scanned it, she was like, where did you get this car from? It's not one of ours. And we were like, well, we're just in row number 2, which it was. She goes, it looks like somebody's just dropped the car randomly there and it's not one of our cars.
Just parked it.
So somebody had to get in, drive us all the way back around, and then we got this car. So I don't know what
It's a
make this is.
Chrysler. Chrysler PHEV, so it's a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah.
Although there's no
really,
cable,
it's
but
really nice actually.
it's only done 636 miles.
Yeah.
It smells like brand new cars.
So this car is actually much nicer than the Kia. That we picked a Kia because we're used to Kias, but that's the first time we've ever just got into somebody's random car. So we are on our way to
Afton, which is the start of the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Yeah. So Nick's booked us a hotel for tonight, which is about 3 hours drive away.
It's I can't even know. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's Renonak or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll learn how to pronounce it when we get there.
So we'll show you the hotel when we get there and how Nick got it for free. So we're just going to have a little mosey on down this road, taking a couple of sights along the way. I'm going to do a bit of editing, and
we're there in 2 hours 13 minutes.
Yeah. is the car we got. I think Nick said it was a Chrysler. It's quite nice actually. Very modern inside. Nick's just playing with a few bits and bats. And then we're heading to Walmart to stock up on water and snacks for the car.
Perfect. How much?
Not sure. So this is the cooler that we're getting for the car.
This is the cooler we wanted in LA.
Yeah.
We ended up buying a plastic one, which is all our stuff stored in at Baz's, but these are alright, they're biodegradable.
Fill it with ice, put some root beer.
Yeah, maybe some raspberries for nibble-ons on the journey. 1 pack left.
A&W Zero Sugar Root Beer, our favourite. Pinot Noir, $5.98.
California, no?
My favourite chewing gum in America, Polar Ice Extra long-lasting flavour. Step away from the bakery, step away from the bakery.
Yeah, I'm not dieting, not here.
So just for anybody that's interested, that cooler was $5.48. We're not having much luck with the car today. This is the first time we've really messed up on rental cars. So the first one we got in just a random car, then he took us back and he says, just go and pick up any car in there.
Nothing to do with us, somebody had parked the car there and we took it.
So we took this car, which is a very nice car. We just went to fill it up with petrol, even though it came with a full tank, but we'd used some, so we thought we'll fill it up while we're at Walmart. There's no petrol in this car.
It's electric.
It's fully electric. We thought it was hybrid.
And nowhere that I can find on Google can we charge it.
We're going down some remote places. We dare risk it, so we're going 52 minutes back to the car rental place to swap it for another car.
There isn't the closest thrifty is back at Washington.
Yeah.
So we have to take reverse course and go all the way back for another hour. So we're literally going to be like 3 hours behind today now.
Third time lucky. Traveling an hour back in the wrong direction, but at least it's a lesson for everybody, especially when you come to Florida and things like that. Always check. We've never even thought to check. We just get in a car and go. We just thought it was a hybrid. So whenever you get to Florida or anywhere in the US, or I suppose anywhere in the UK as well, just make sure you're not getting a full electric car if you don't want a full electric car, because they could be just dotted in with all the normal cars here.
Just make sure, I mean, EV vehicles should actually be in their own category, not mixed amongst like intermediate and compact.
But obviously sometimes they are, so just double check that.
We have 155 miles of electric left and 25 miles to go.
Hi again, Washington. Didn't think I'd see you again this trip, but we have seen the Pentagon. We did drive past it this morning, but we didn't show it on the vlog, so that's something new for the vlog, the Pentagon. Back on his way again. We've been upgraded to an SUV. We got to the counter and she says, you've got in the wrong car. We're like, what?
She told us the one with the lights on.
But I don't know, they've sorted it out. We're in a big GMC SUV thing.
It's a monster.
It's a massive thing.
It's like a bus.
So we're on our way again. We have 2 hours, 36 minutes. We should have almost been there by now. But, oh well. Look at that house up there. And this one here. So you can see now that we've left Washington DC and New York, the scenery has changed completely.
So's the weather, it's 19.
19 degrees, the houses are completely different.
The land, it's all turned green suddenly.
Yeah. And it's just nice, it reminds us, we've both been saying it reminds us as if we've just continued our road trip from last year, like when we were around Yosemite and places like that. It's just starting to look like that again. Another quick update which I forgot to tell you guys. When we were switching to the final car, Nick was getting the polystyrene cooler box out of the back, which you saw was filled with ice and cans and water, and it split in two, so the ice and the cans went all over the car rental floor. It crumbled, so we no longer have that cooler or ice.
It's a disaster so far today. 3 cars, an ice cooler, and 2 hour delay with only 3 hours to explore the first half of the Blue Ridge Parkway, and definitely having a beer tonight.
Something you don't see every day in America. A roundabout. What do they call them around here?
traffic circle.
Traffic circle.
Right, so before we start off driving down the Blue Ridge Highway, we're actually staying in a hotel about sort of 60-70 miles down the road tonight. So we've got about 3 or 4 hours before we get there, and we're going to be exploring some of the sites that we've Googled and YouTubed and whatnot before we actually set off.
So the view behind us is the Acton Overlook.
The Blue Ridge Parkway was originally known as the Appalachian Scenic Highway. It's America's longest park, which runs for 469 miles, crosses 2 states, which is West Virginia and North Carolina, and crosses 29 counties. It runs from north to south and parallel to the Appalachian Trail. It crosses 4 regions, which are the Ridge region, the Plateau region, the Highland region, and I'm going to say this wrong, the Pisgah region. So as we travel down the Blue Ridge Parkway, it's actually indicated by little signposts called mileposts. So Acton starts at milepost 1, and then the very end of the Blue Ridge Highway is actually milepost 469. So as we go down, we're going to be referencing mileposts, like Mulberry Inn will be milepost XYZ. First stop is Humpback Rocks Visitor Centre and Farm Museum. This is milepost 5.8. Right, so left of the information centre is the Farm Museum, which is just down here. And I believe there's a nice short walking trail that we're going to do as well.
I thought you were going to say nice short little cafe.
Just no cafes around here, there's not even people.
Right, so this is known as the William J. Carter Farm. The original buildings are no longer here, but they've been replaced by other authentic structures which have been moved from nearby. So not the original buildings, but ones that look pretty similar to the ones that were here. So you can't go inside. That's a little cute outer building. Look at that. It's like a little tent.
Is that for putting your laundry on?
Don't know.
Like a clothes area.
What can you see?
It smells very earthy. There's a lot of wood inside. Right, so in the distance there is Humpback Rock. We've only walked a quarter of a mile and we're knackered. If you were daring and you really wanted to, you could actually climb up there. There is a trail to do it, and it gives gives lovely views of the valley and the scenery. It's not very green at the minute because it's a bit out of season, a little bit like Central Park was.
Right, we've just come around the corner and there's ice all over the rocks.
Looks familiar, that, doesn't it?
Yeah, must have been a cold night. Wow. So we've just stopped at another overlook. This is called Raven's Roost Overlook. Now on the Blue Ridge Parkway, there are many, many overlooks. And if you wanted to, you could stop at everyone, but I think it'd take you a long, long time.
Yeah, but I think once you've seen a few, you've probably seen them all, but this is like only our second one, and this just looks... It's like we're on the top of a mountain, and out there are like valleys and cities and villages and things like that, and you can see all the farmland. Look at the little white buildings and all the farms.
Right, we've just turned off the Blue Ridge Parkway onto Beach Grove Road. This is going to take us to our next destination. So we've actually come off the Blue Ridge Parkway, but we will be getting back on once we've got to see this.
Look at the salt on these roads where they've salted them.
Such a nice day outside as well. Look at the views.
Such a contrast from
Washington and New
Washington.
York, yeah. So this is another overlook here.
Probably not.
Wintergreen Resort there. Look Look at those trees.
Is that cherry blossom?
I'm not sure.
It's definitely some kind of blossom. It might not be cherry.
Wonder if it ever looks that good in DC.
Right, we're here at our next destination, which is Crabtree Falls. It's about an 18-mile diversion off the Blue Ridge Parkway, but as you go back onto it, it's about 10 miles to catch it further up. So we've parked in the lower parking lot. It's absolutely dead, there's nobody here. This board basically tells you all the information about the falls, the history on it and stuff like that. So we are going to walk as far, it's actually 1.7 miles up to the upper Overlook. We're not going to go that far, we're just going to go up and maybe like the first couple of photograph points. So 450 feet and 0.3 of a mile.
Be careful, Nick. 23 people have died while climbing on these rocks. They're very slippery.
Don't push me.
We're at the lower falls and the upper falls are right up there.
Yeah, but it said that the upper falls was 1.7 miles away. There's no way that that's 1.7.
Maybe that's the middle falls. Let's go.
Going off there?
Don't know. Bit weird. They're all doing it. Right, so we've got to the middle point. Now you can carry on all the way up there, and if you can see, there's a lot of ice up there as well, but the path weaves, so it's not a straight line. We're assuming that this is the middle and not the bottom. But we ain't going anymore. We're on a limited time frame, so we have to get to the next stop. But this has been beautiful, and you can go for a lot longer if you like.
It's 5:30 at night, the sun sets at 7:30. We've got 4 more stops, and it's at least another 40 minutes till I get to our next one.
And just for anybody thinking of doing this hike, it is pretty easy. There's lots of steps, as you can see, like dug out. So although we sound like we're absolutely knackered,
I am carrying a laptop bag on my back.
Maybe it's because we're high up. I'm sure it's not because we're unfit, but it is pretty easy to get up to there where we've just been. Come on, not long to go.
Right, we're back in the car. It's 13.5 miles back to the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'm going to say this wrong before we finish this. It was an 18-mile trip to get here. But because if you imagine the road is there and we've looped around, it's actually cut about 10 miles off. So it's probably not that much of a diversion. Right, let's go to our next stop.
Go. Whilst Nick is driving, I think I'll have one of these oatmeal raisin cookies that we got from Walmart. Ooh, quite a lot's gone from that side.
Right, we're at the James River Visitor Centre, which is actually closed because it's 6:30 at night here. In fact, no, it's 5 to 7. Sunset's in about 40 minutes. So we're going to hopefully go to the next place and look at the sunset. I don't know whether the orientation will be right for it, but just to show you where we've come so far. So we entered the Blue Ridge Parkway up here at Afton. We stopped at the Visitor Centre. We stopped somewhere here, Crabtree Falls, there we go. We came back onto the Blue Ridge Parkway. Where have we been since then? Nowhere, have we?
No, this is it, James River Gorge.
So we're now here, James River Visitor Centre, Canal and Lock, which is actually a restored lock, and we're staying here tonight, so we've still got a hell of a journey still to go. What we might do is, when we get to the next place, Apple Orchard overview, we might actually take the 43 and run down on the highway down to there. and then resume our trip in the morning.
Right, so we're walking over this bridge to the lock, and there's a road above us. It kind of looks like it's just held on by these.
It is, I think. It's just that big steel bars that kind of go under the bridge and hold it in.
What a view.
I know. It's so warm and all compared to how it was. So,
a restaurant up there.
I doubt very much. However, over there, where those signs are, that's where we're going. It's the restored lock.
Right, we're here at Battery Creek Lock. So it was built in 1848. It's 15 feet wide, 21 feet deep top to bottom, and 100 feet between gates. Let's go and have a look. Does it remind you of being back at home?
Yeah, but it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be one gate closed to hold all the water back.
Right, we're now heading to our next destination, which is only about 10 minutes away. Right, we're at our last stop for the evening, which is Arnold Valley Overlook. Now, at some point you would get a fantastic sunset here, but there's lots of clouds out tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, but once it's gone down, you might get an orange glow in the sky. I mean,
Yeah.
look at this orange over there. So the sun's going to set in about 10 minutes,
Yeah, it's
so we're
just
just going
there,
to
the
sit
sun.
here and
We'll see what it
just
looks
enjoy
like.
the view.
It's getting a bit cold now.
Let's sit in car.
Right, there we go. It's not coming across extremely orange on the camera, but it looks quite impressive in real life.
We have got some pictures that look better as well. We'll put
Yeah.
them on the screen now. It's freezing now.
Right,
It's an hour's drive to the hotel through all that wilderness.
then let's get off.
Listen to that.
Silence.
There's not a sound, no motorways, no cars.
Just my stomach rumbling because I'm hungry.
I can hear some bushes. Let's go.
Been driving about half an hour and we saw some flashing lights saying there was a road closed, and Google is also saying there's a road closed, even though it's trying to take us around it. So we'll have to see what happens when we get there.
Not be long, like 100 yards. Buchanan. Wait a minute. We're here. Is it closed?
No. Don't think so.
I remember looking at this on Google when we were making the trip planning. And
It's
there was,
open.
there was a landslide on this side here, it was closed.
It's open.
Oh, we've passed it.
Yep.
Thank God for that.
Late at night. Here's our hotel.
Thank the Lord. Hope the bar's open. Oh my God. We have never had a hotel room like this before. And what's even better, it was totally free for us. And I will tell you later in this video, as we said earlier, how you guys can get a Marriott hotel chain cheaper than the rate that they advertise. But look at the size of this, and look what it's got. It's got a sofa, TV, a desk with these pull window things, two massive beds,
Thank God.
a walk-in wardrobe, another TV, like floor-to-ceiling curtains, aircon. It's absolutely amazing.
The only thing it hasn't got is a restaurant. Well, it does have a restaurant, but it's closed.
It's got a bar.
That's
not
a bar, and there's a microwave over there, and there's a shop downstairs. So we're gonna go and get some microwavable food. I'm tired.
What
now.
about a drink? I want a drink in the bar.
I brought a bottle of wine. You can have a bottle of wine up here.
Yeah, but I want
in
the
this
social
lounge.
aspect. I want the social element.
Well, come on. Let's
Or
go
a
and have
sneaky
look.
drink, and then
Come
we'll
on.
come back up. Right, we've come downstairs. We're using their amenities. We've ordered 2 ready meals, a bueno and a packet of crisps, which cost $30.
And a decaf coffee.
Coffee was free.
But we do get breakfast included with this hotel room, which is good.
I don't mind because the room is the biggest I've ever seen. So in here, you've got like a coffee area. You've got the bar around there, then you've got another seating area around the other side. There's actually a pool downstairs as well. And then they've got like a mini market that sells expensive ready meals. And that's all we've explored so far.
Yep.
I want to get up to the room after I've had my beer and
have a ready
enjoy
meal.
my sofa with the TV on.
Glad I've got nowhere to go. That's freezing.
We'll be down here in the morning, early, 8 a.m.
For breakfast, yeah.
Now this would be nice if it was a little bit warmer, with a little glass of Pinot Noir in my hand. Right, that noise in the background is the microwave cooking my meal. Well, fingers crossed it's cooking.
It's a 1980s microwave. It's been in for double the time and still isn't even warm on the edges. So we said...
I'm glad we bought this in from Walmart. We got a bottle of Pinot Noir.
I just wish we'd have bought us food in Walmart. Turkey bacon wraps. I picked them up and they went, no, not in there.
Because you wanted something for lunch and said we had some apples and things.
And 7 cookies each.
This room is very nice. We'll show you more in the morning, which may be on the next vlog if this isn't long enough. But it's either next scene or next vlog, but we'll show you more of this.
Whatever.
Yes, I think we should have a lie-in actually tomorrow.
Have a lie-in, enjoy this room until we have to check out. So,
we got free breakfast too.
The room for us was free because we had loads and loads of points that we'd saved up from last year when we were using it on the road trip. So it literally covered the full cost of the room. Microwave's done.
There's no way that's done.
That's been on 4 times now. So the room basically cost 25,000 Bonvoy points, and it covered the price of the room, which should have been $375 for the night. It actually says it on the back of the door, the maximum rate for the room. However, not everybody's going to have Bonvoy points, but you can buy Bonvoy points if you've got a Marriott Bonvoy account, which you can create for free. They always seem to have offers on. So if you buy 10,000 points, you get 5,000 points free. So when I booked the room this morning, I just happened to just work out what it would cost if I had no points. And you can buy the 25,000 points to get the room, which is currently on at $375. And it would only cost you $275.
How long does yours need to go on?
Is it cut yours?
Yeah.
3 minutes to start with. So as I was saying, right, so $375 for the room, but you can buy, that gets that or 25,000 points, but you can buy 25,000 points cheaper than $375. You can buy them for $275, saving yourself $100, and they've always got offers on. And the more you buy, the more extra you get. I think there's like a 40% free at the minute. So if you wanted to stay here, you don't always look at the monetary value. Look at whether you can buy points for cheaper if they've got an offer on. And every time I've looked, they've always had an offer on.
Never mind about staying here. I could live in here.
This is amazing.
It's well nice.
This is absolutely amazing, and it's got these big glass things that slide across. Is that a light up there as well?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's not going to be desk.
Oh, it is, and all. It's a light.
That's where I'll edit in the morning.
Well, you can just draw the thing, so I don't have to listen to you. It's got Netflix on the TV as well. What else? Netflix, YouTube, Showtime, and what's the one on the right? Pandora.
So, thanks for watching today, guys. Hope you enjoyed our very quick trip around the Blue Ridge Parkway. Got it right for once. And we'll see you on the next vlog where we're doing some more of the Blue Ridge Parkway and maybe some time in Mount Airy, if I am correct.
Good guess.
So we'll see you on the next vlog.